Hello, my Lynn N Things family and friends. Welcome back to the channel, guys. I'm so happy to see you guys. Y'all, it is February 1st. Not only is it February 1st, it is the first day of Black History Month. Yay! I'm so excited. I had to jump on. I had to share. So I know y'all see this behind me. And yep, y'all, your girl got her shirt and everything. I am Black History. I totally feel like I am part of Black History, especially because of all those who have went before me to kind of just pave the way for who I could be this day. So I did want to share my little setup with you guys. So get on comfy. Y'all know your girl love to like bring a couple little facts here and there. So I am going to throw in a couple of little facts of how do we get Black History Month, okay? So right before I do that, just a little tour of what's behind me. So I kind of wanted like an educational theme in a library. So I do have like this little library behind me. So I did pull out some of my done as well, like my Black Hero Follow Your Heart. Found this cute L for love and for Lynn. And then you see this towel behind me. It is a Rae Dunn towel that I received from one of my beautiful subbies a couple of years ago. Really love it, and what I'm loving about it is all the different color hands, because it really is about love. You know, if we share love, like you can see my hearts, I kind of got the houses because I was thinking schoolhouse. That's why I used my Rae Dunn schoolhouse in black, or it's not it's a birdhouse, and then the one that I have in white. But you see the love, because I love learning, I feel like, and I love education. So that's why I put those there. And these also were a gift to me. I just received those love coasters from one of my awesome subbies as well, I believe Celeste. And then you saw me holding this in the thumbnail. Yes, y'all, yes, fierce. Absolutely love this. Found this at my Five and Below, just like I found the tea at my Five and Below. And then behind me, this beautiful mug I found at Five and Below a couple of years ago as well. This was by a young lady of color. Her name was Andrea Pippins, and they had showcased her pieces at Five and Below. It was so amazing. She had journals, she had mugs, she had t-shirts, she had, I do think I got the pens, writing pens. It was amazing. I love to try to support those who are out there and just trying to share the message and share the love. So this library of books is really, really special to me because a lot of them, as you guys know, if you've been watching me for a while, come from my daughters. So a couple of years ago, which I've always read, I've read for years. That's not anything new, but my youngest daughter purchased Michelle Obama's book for me for Christmas a couple of years ago. Really, really enjoyed reading it. And so after I read that, I don't know, my oldest daughter, I'm trying to think, I can't remember what she bought next. It might have been the Cicely Tyson book, which is also here, right here. And oh my God, overly and thoroughly enjoyed reading about Cicely's life. And just like a quick note, if you want to hear about Cicely's, the book, I did read this. So I read the book. I loved it so much, I read it here on my channel. So if you're interested in hearing her story, there is a whole story, a playlist of that book where I read excerpts from that book. And it's so amazing. Her life was just, y'all, it's just, you have to go and listen to it yourself. So make sure to check the iCard. If you have not already, if you weren't around when I did story time with Lynn, you gotta check that out. Her story is amazing. So my daughter noticed that I loved reading about all these beautiful black women who are making strides in history. And so then she purchased Viola Davis's book. And I'm almost done with Viola, not all the way, but almost. And then she purchased Tab's book. I do have Tabitha Brown. Y'all, she got me Tab's book, and I never got around to reading Tab's book, so I got to read that one too. But I just love that my daughter noticed how much I loved all of these iconic women of color, and it's kind of becoming a thing, y'all. It's becoming a collection. And right now, I'm just so over the top happy for Tabitha Brown. I started watching Tabitha Brown maybe two years ago, maybe, because I kind of wanted to make my daughter, who is in the hospital, if you guys know, does have lupus. I was trying to change her diet just to give her healthier foods. And so I stumbled across a video where this beautiful black lady was cooking in her kitchen, her own kitchen, regular old kitchen, and everything she was making was vegan. Everything. And I was like, wow. So we were experimenting a little bit, doing more vegetables in our diet, kind of decreasing some of the meat, took out red meat, took out pork and things like that. And so watching Tab, I was so inspired to make like more vegetarian and vegan style foods. I was encouraged to purchase plant-based things. So we, wound up doing like plant-based milks, plant-based butters, creamers, and I actually love them, y'all. I still to this day use mostly plant-based things where it comes to like the plant-based milk, the butters, the cream is here and there, but it's still a great practice today. So how amazing is it that Tab got her own food line, y'all, at Target? She got her own clothing line. She has like little cookware things. I'm just so proud of Tab. I don't even know what to do. The videos that I was watching, I know she was explaining how she wanted to kind of be an actress, and I think she of course had done some acting, but hadn't hit that stride like where she wanted to be. But she kept on cooking, kept on posting on her own on YouTube, and look where she is now, is all I have to say. Congrats, Tab. I love you. And then, like I say, also with Cicely's story, I'm just amazed. So you guys know, because my daughter has been hospitalized for quite some time now, but she is getting better. We kind of missed Christmas in the traditional way where, of course, we weren't home. So I didn't really go through what I got for Christmas. So I didn't really know because I didn't want to. I kind of liked the surprise. I wanted my daughter to be here so we could exchange together. But because the little one was here out of town, I did have to go through the gifts because I had to pull out what she had bought her little sister because she had to take her gifts back home, which in turn made me see some of the things she purchased for me. So, in keeping with my library of iconic women of color, look, y'all, I got another one. So, she has now purchased me Jennifer Lewis's book, The Mother of Black Hollywood, her memoir. Cannot wait to read this one, y'all. Oh my goodness, this is really becoming a thing of mine. I love it, love it, love it. So I'm going to have to add her book up here to my little library, but I got to read it. I'm still trying to finish up Viola's book because I wound up starting another book. Y'all, I love to read. I do. So that's why I kind of wanted to do this setup, thinking about education. Like, as you can see, I have my birdhouses, kind of making me think of a schoolhouse. I have my teacher Ray Dunn mug with the school on top, or the little apple and pencil on top to make us think of school. And just that aspect of learning. And one of the reasons I love learning is because, many years ago, people of color could not get an education, could not learn to read and write. And I find that incomprehensible. Because really, reading and knowledge is power. It truly is. And we need that. We can't do anything if we're ignorant, meaning if you do not know. So we have to learn. And I guess I'm grateful for some of the stories, that I've heard, like I think with Frederick Douglass when he was a kid, where his mistress did kind of sneak and read to him and kind of teach him how to read. It's because it just unlocks so many doors for you when you have an education. It is so important. So now I'm kind of want to give you just a little info on why do we have Black History Month, okay? So it says in 1926, Carter G. Woodson, little note, when I was a kid, I used to go to an elementary school named Carter G. Woodson. So I did have to learn about him. I was really young, maybe 7 or 8, but yep, I did. It says, the scholar, often referred to as the father of Black history, established Negro History Week. So at first it was a week, okay guys, to focus attention on Black contributions to civilization. According to the NAACP, Woodson, at the time, he was only the second Black person to gain a doctorate from Harvard, with W.E.B. Du Bois being the first. He fervently believed that Black people should be proud of their heritage, and all America should understand the largely overlooked achievements of Black people, especially back in that day. So it says, Woodson, the son of former enslaved people himself, famously said, "If a race has no history, if it has no worthwhile traditions, it becomes a negligible factor. in the thought of the world, and it stands in danger of being exterminated. Now, these are his words, and I find that so true. What is our history? Where did we come from? That is something that I always had, like, I guess, deep down in me. I feel like our people have this resilience. While some of us, or not us, because of course I'm generations down, but how some of our ancestors got here to America was not a lovely thing. It was not a choice of their own. But coming here, going through the trials and tribulations that they went through, their resilience to not lay down and take it, but to fight like that fist is doing, to fight and still find a way for those who got out, for those who learned, for those who gave back. Like, we have Harriet Tubman who, went back and forth for the Underground Railroad and things like that. Those people like Nat Turner and those who said, no, I don't have to do this, or there's something else out there better. They fought, like for the freedoms that we have today. So that's why education and learning is so very important to me. And I love learning about my history and my heritage. So of course I'm going to love Black History Month. It's very near and dear to my heart. So it says he picked a week in February because of Abraham Lincoln, whose birthday is February 12th, and Frederick Douglass, whose birthday is February 14th. These two people were very essential in helping those of color to experience the freedoms that we have now today. So as we can see, it started off as a week, right? So I was like, okay, when did it become Black History Month? So if it was just a week, and it was from, Carter G. Woodson wanting, people of color to be proud of where they come from and be proud of the contributions that they have, shared. So, but it was just a week. So it says here in 1986, Congress passed a public law which designated February in 1986. So can you see that difference, guys? From 1926 to 1986? Whoa, that's a long time. But that's when it became National Black History Month in 1986. The law noted that February 1st would mark the beginning of the 60th annual public and private salute to Black history. Love that. I can't believe it took 60 years, but hey, it is what it is, and I'm so grateful for it. So I hope you guys enjoyed these little facts. I hope you enjoy my little library behind me. Let me know whose story, like I said, I do have like Michelle Obama, Viola Davis. I can't wait to get into with my girl Jennifer Lewis. What people, or who is, what do I want to say? Someone who inspires you. Whose story would you like to read? Because this has become a thing for me. I'm absolutely loving being able to read about all these beautiful women of color and their achievements and what they have shared with the world. So I can't even say, because I have my faves. I've read about Oprah's story way back, in the day. I have read Toni Morris works, and I have a lot that I am proud to say I have read and love. So who are some of your favorites? Who are your literary favorites? Or what woman, if you can, what woman of color would you like to read up on? And don't forget, if you do want to hear the story of Cicely Tyson, check the iCard out, because I will put that story, or I keep wanting to call it story time because it's called Story Time with Lynn, but I will put that playlist in an iCard in this video. I hope you guys enjoy. Again, let me know your favorite thing in this. What did you learn something new today? Let me know what you learned. And who would you like to hear their story? Whose book would you love to read? Thanks, guys. Till our next video.